Actor Julian McMahon, known for his starring roles in Nip/Tuck, Charmed, FBI, Most Wanted and the 2000's Fantastic Four movies, died July 2 in Clearwater, Florida after a private battle with cancer. He was 56. With a heavy heart, the world now mourns the loss of an artist who not only shaped characters on screen but also left an indelible imprint on the lives of those who had the privilege of knowing him. With an open heart, I wish to share with the world that my beloved husband, Julian McMahon, died peacefully this week after a valiant effort to overcome cancer, McMahon's wife, Kelly McMahon, said in a statement to Deadline. Her words were filled with grace and the quiet grief of someone who had stood by Julian's side throughout his journey. Julian loved life. He loved his family. He loved his friends. He loved his work, and he loved his fans. His deepest wish was to bring joy into as many lives as possible. We ask for support during this time to allow our family to grieve in privacy. And we wish for all of those to whom Julian brought joy, to continue to find joy in life. We are grateful for the memories. Julian McMahon was born in Sydney, Australia, on July 27, 1968. He came into this world with the weight of history already resting on his shoulders. His father, Billy McMahon, served as Prime Minister of Australia from 1971 to 1972. As the child of a prominent political figure, Julian grew up with a sense of both duty and public attention, though he would eventually carve a path wholly his own, one guided not by politics but by passion and creativity. Despite his prestigious lineage, Julian found himself drawn to a different stage altogether, one illuminated by camera lights rather than podiums. Starting his career as a model, he was blessed with striking good looks, an innate elegance, and a magnetic presence. These qualities made him an immediate standout in the world of fashion, but he was never content to remain just a face on a glossy page. His ambitions ran deeper. He transitioned to acting with a lead role on the short-lived 1989 Australian daytime soap The Power, The Passion. It was a humble beginning, but a meaningful one, marking his shift from modeling into performance art. That same fire and commitment carried him forward into another beloved Aussie soap, the long-running Home and Away, where he appeared from 1990 to 1991. On Home and Away, McMahon began to show a different side of himself. His performance reflected a young man not merely interested in fame, but someone who understood and respected the craft of storytelling. Viewers began to notice him not just for his looks, but for his ability to convey layered emotion and nuance. He was slowly evolving into a true actor. In 1992, McMahon made his feature acting debut as a lead opposite Elliot Gould in the Australian-American comedy Wet and Wild Summer. While the film may not have become a box office phenomenon, it marked an important milestone, his first film and a symbol of his determination to build a diverse and robust career. From there, he made the courageous leap that so many actors only dream of. He moved to Hollywood. It was a decision that would define the rest of his life. Leaving behind the familiarity of Australia for the competitive chaos of Los Angeles is not for the faint of heart, but McMahon embraced the challenge with resolve and humility. His American career started the way his Australian one had, with daytime soap operas. He joined the cast of NBC's Another World in 1993, and while soap operas often don't get the respect they deserve, they require a grueling work ethic and a deep well of emotional availability. McMahon delivered both in spades. He didn't treat any role as a stepping stone, he treated each as an opportunity to grow, to test his range, and to connect with audiences. As the 1990s progressed, McMahon made a seamless transition from daytime to primetime television, scoring a pivotal role as a series regular on NBC's crime drama Profiler. The show ran for 4 seasons, and McMahon's portrayal added depth and tension to the series. It was clear that he was beginning to find his rhythm in Hollywood. But it wasn't until he joined the WB's supernatural drama Charmed that he became a household name. Playing the complex and magnetic Cole Turner, a demon who falls in love with a witch, McMahon captured hearts across the globe. His portrayal brought intensity, vulnerability, and danger all at once. Cole was both villain and romantic, a figure of darkness and longing. McMahon's layered performance earned him legions of fans and cemented his status as a television star. He brought to Cole a tormented humanity that elevated the role far beyond its genre trappings. Fans still recall his on-screen chemistry with Alyssa Milano and the palpable tension that came with every appearance. After Charmed, McMahon's star only continued to rise. He landed his first series lead when he and Dylan Walsh co-headlined Ryan Murphy's audacious and groundbreaking drama Nip/Tuck. The show, which explored the morally murky world of plastic surgery, ran for 6 seasons on FX and was a ratings and critical success. McMahon played Dr. Christian Troy, a character whose slick exterior masked deep emotional scars. With Christian, McMahon gave one of his most memorable performances, a role that was both seductive and tragic, bold and wounded. He earned a Golden Globe nomination for his work, a testament to his ability to bring multidimensional characters to life. His portrayal of Christian Troy remains one of the most iconic in early 2000s television. Troy was the archetype of a man at war with himself, brilliant and broken, confident yet constantly unraveling. McMahon's performance carried layers of complexity that made audiences alternately love and hate him, sometimes within the same scene. The role required emotional elasticity and unflinching commitment, both of which McMahon offered with remarkable ease. During this time, McMahon also found success in film. He portrayed the infamous Victor Von Doom in 2005's Fantastic Four and its 2007 sequel, bringing comic book villainy to life with a blend of arrogance and menace. Though the films received mixed reviews, McMahon's performance as Dr. Doom was widely praised for its gravitas and intensity. He managed to make the villain sympathetic in moments, troubled by ambition, envy, and betrayal. Beyond his better-known roles, McMahon was a consummate working actor. He took on a wide range of characters in television and film alike, always searching for something new to explore. He wasn't afraid to venture into different genres, whether it was horror, drama, thriller, or procedural. In 2019, he joined the cast of CBS's FBI, Most Wanted, taking on the lead role of Supervisory Special Agent Jess LaCroix. This character brought him back to the law enforcement roles that had marked earlier phases of his career but gave him the chance to play a man guided by principle, family values, and emotional resilience. Audiences appreciated his calm strength and moral clarity, and McMahon imbued the role with the kind of integrity that only comes from years of both personal and professional experience. Throughout his decades-long career, Julian McMahon remained remarkably grounded. Despite working with some of the industry's biggest names and enjoying mainstream success, he was known to friends and colleagues as humble, kind, and quietly dedicated to his craft. He valued his relationships and carried himself with a rare dignity, never one to seek the spotlight for its own sake, but always willing to shine within it for the sake of his art. His personal life, though private, was rich and full. He married Kelly Paniagua in 2014, and the couple was known for their deep bond and mutual support. It was Kelly who stood beside him through the most difficult days of his illness, who issued the heartbreaking but beautiful statement that honored his life and legacy. Their love was palpable in the way she spoke of him, as a man who loved deeply and gave generously. In the final years of his life, McMahon continued to act, inspire, and engage with fans. Even as he battled cancer, a fight he chose to keep private, he poured himself into his work. He didn't allow illness to define his final chapter. Instead, he lived with the same grace and strength that had defined his entire journey. His death is a profound loss to the entertainment world, to Australia, and to anyone who ever found solace or joy in his work. But more than that, it is a personal loss, a heartbreak felt by his family, his colleagues, and the countless fans who saw in him not just an actor, but a storyteller, a dreamer, and a reminder of what it means to live with passion. Julian McMahon may be gone, but his legacy endures, in the roles he played, in the lives he touched, and in the memories that continue to inspire those who followed his work. He was, and will always remain, a star who shone with a light all his own.